Okay, let's watch this video. The new items plus the remove items for the 2024 season by Bandiril. Let's see what Riot is cooking.
Hey guys, so PB just patched and we got all of the new items in here. So if you wanna have a look at them, you can either join me or try it yourself. There are just so many changes. Like, what is this item? 5 ability haze item for 250 gold. We're gonna try to go through all the new items and see what they are. So this is the support item that everyone is gonna have. Everyone is gonna have the same support item. I can see boots are untouched. This is also
I didn't
untouched.
touch the
And
boots,
we're gonna
okay.
go through all of the items. Yeah, this is the upgraded support item from what I understand. We're going forward. This is a new one, 20 attack damage and 4% movement speed. Further on, we have this one item is for sure a new one.
Okay.
Tunneler, 15 AD and 250 health, so it's like similar to a Phage, but doesn't have the passive that Phage has, but it evolves into new items. We're gonna have a look at them very soon. Then we have this item, Steel Sigil, 15 attack damage and 30 armor.
Armor.
It's
Nice.
going to Death's Dance or Guardian's Angel.
Oh shit, look at that.
Then we have Hunting Guys is finally back, 1300 gold, and it's similar to what it has been before. Brutalizer, long time no see, 1337. I'm glad they kept the gold. AD, Ability Haste, and Lethality, very nice. We're gonna move towards the legendary items. What's new on this list? This was for sure new.
Trailblazer.
250 health, 40 armor, and 5% movement speed.
Oh my
So
god, is
while
that
moving, you get
a Honkai
movement
Star
speed,
Royalist
and at max
reference?
speed, you create the trail
Oh
that
my
speeds up
god.
allied champions. So it's kind of like Deadman's Blade combined with something like Shurelia. Pretty cool. How long does it last? Is it like, oh, it's just leading everyone. That's really cool. It's like Singed Q. That's a pretty cool item. And try to find
Okay.
some new items. Dawn Core is for sure a new one. 40 ability power, 20 ability haste, 150% base mana regen. You gain heal and shield power and ability power per base mana regen. So it kind of reminds me of the old Chalice item. And it also gives you Summoner Spell Haste. So it's like from Boots of Lucidity. Then we have Zoomies, 55 AD, 18 lethality, 5% movement speed. After being out of combat with champions for 8 seconds, you gain lethality. So basically out of
Okay.
combat you get extra lethality, and it lasts for 3 seconds after dealing damage. So good item for assassins for sure. And if a champion dies within 3 seconds of damaging them, you gain 150 decaying move speed for 1.5 seconds. So then we go to the next item. We have Malignance, 80 AP, 600 mana, 220 ability haste. You get 20 haste for your ultimate, so it's gonna be good on
Yeah,
all the
that's good.
spam ult champions. I assume it's gonna be good on something like Ziggs, Malzahar. Most of the mages are gonna be pretty happy with this one. Damaging a champion with your ultimate also burns them, dealing magic damage based on your AP and also reducing their magic resist. So we can try it out on target dummy even. We casted ult, and
Wow.
you can see the ground is burning, so it's like a little rumble passive on them, more like Morgana W actually. So then we have Storm Surge. So let's remove
Is that the
this.
item
Storm
that I
Surge,
thought
100 AP, magic
that I
penetration,
think it
5%
is?
movement speed. So yeah, this
The
item
one that
basically, if you
is like
deal more than a third of
is that the one that is like a Blitzcrank ultimate?
champion's maximum health within 2.5 seconds, you're gonna apply Squall to them and grant movement speed for 2 seconds. So it has cooldown of 20 seconds. So it's gonna be good on stuff like that has good burst, like maybe Vigor. After 2 seconds, when you get that Squall, after 2 seconds, strike the target, dealing 300 magic damage. And if that target dies before the strike, it detonates immediately, damaging enemy champions around them and grants 30 bonus gold. So you
Yes.
see?
That's
Yeah,
the
we
one.
just did the explosion on luck. So this is, if you can burst like this and do this damage AoE, you're gonna do a lot of damage as you just saw. So, but the window is pretty narrow. So after you first have to time it so you get the Squall, and then you have like 2 seconds window to do it. So if you do it immediately, it's gonna be an AoE, and if you don't do it immediately, it's just gonna be single target. That's how I understand it. But now we're just gonna
Okay.
continue with new items.
Interesting.
This is Unending Despair. 400 health, 55 armor, 10 ability haste, and every 7 seconds while in combat, you deal 40 magic damage to nearby enemy champions.
Like a
Yeah, you
sun,
see there's
the
like
cup, the
52
sound,
damage every
a solar
7
cup. I don't
seconds or
remember
so.
the name.
Then this is for sure a new one, Hollow Radiance. So we have 600 health, 40 magic resist, 100 base health, region. Taking or dealing damage causes you to begin dealing magic damage per second to nearby enemies, and it increased against minions, and it works for 3 seconds. Taking or dealing damage refreshes the duration of this effect, and if you kill the enemy, you deal 55 magic damage in an area around them. So we can quickly go and try to test it. You see there's like little, it's like a Tiamat type of AoE.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is like Tiamat for a tank kind of, which I really like because some of the tanks may struggle with wave clear. So I think this is a pretty neat item for them in particular. So Crypt Bloom, the magic penetration item, 70 ability power, 30% magic penetration, and 15 ability haste. So it sounds like a perfect mage item. Whenever you get a takedown and an enemy champion, within 3 seconds of damaging them, you create a healing nova on their location. AP item combined with something like redemption. So you can try it real quick here on Lux. And yeah, this is
Damn.
like a healing nova. That's pretty cool effect actually. So it goes through your allies pretty much. I'm
Wait,
honestly
create a
spectacular.
Nova? Is a healing Nova on the location that heals allies for 50 plus 50% of ability power. Jesus Christ, the amount of healing in this game
So it
is
goes through your
broken.
allies pretty much. I'm honestly, so far I'm impressed with the new items. This is Voltaic Cyclo Sword, 55 AD, 18 lethality, 15 ability haste. And so dashes and stealth stack the energize faster. So if you have a dash, I don't really have a dash on Blitzcrank, so I cannot show you that. But it's good for stacking dashes. So everything that's really mobile, if you want to play some AD assassin like Kiana, probably you're gonna be pretty happy with it. And then it also does energized effect that does 100 bonus physical damage, and if you are melee, it also slows enemies for 99%. A pretty nice AD item. Then we have this, my favorite icon, Kaining Rukern. 400 health, 80 magic resist, so similar to the previous magic resist item here. A lot of magic resist
That
items,
is
that's pretty
like
nice.
a tank,
And some
I
base health
guess.
regen. And after not taking magic damage for 12 seconds, you get a magic shield for 20% of your maximum health.
Jesus
So yeah,
Christ.
so this is how it looks. So this is definitely anti-AP assassin, anti-AP champions type of item. So looking good. Then we go to Caster's Companion. 90 AP, 600 mana, 20 ability haste. You gain a shot charge every 3 seconds up to 6 maximum. So you can see it's currently stacking. Damaging abilities consume all shot charges and to deal magic damage to the target and also to the nearby target. If there aren't enough targets in range for each remaining shot, you will repeat the damage to primary target. So let me try this item on Lux right now. You can see my stacks actually got used. So because of my ultimate, so this item is actually pretty troll with Blitzcrank. So, but here, let's say we have one stack. When we grab her, consuming the stack, and you can, if even if you are at like one stack, you can still consume it.
What? That is
You see,
weird.
made all damage, and the stack from it got consumed. So,
Huh.
Herbrist, this is for like
Interesting.
assassins. 60 88 in lethality, 15 ability haste. If you kill a champion, you create a statue of yourself. This sounds interesting. And when a champion that you have damaged within the last 3 seconds dies, you gain 10 plus 1 per
Oh, I saw
statue
the
attack damage for
statues.
60 seconds. So you're gonna get extra
I saw
attack damage pretty
a
much.
clip with the
So let's try
statues.
to do.
It's
Let's
bugged
try
right
to
now.
see those statues. Is wait, what's happening? Oh, the statue is here right now. Okay, that's interesting. And yeah, this is basically gonna provide you extra damage. So the more you kill targets, the happier you're gonna be. So let's try it on Lux. And there's my statue in base.
Now he got 12
Not sure if that's how it's
stacks.
gonna be, but the statues are currently in base. Temporary implementation, so I guess it might be adjusted. Very interesting item. Moving on to the next one, Terminus. So this is
Terminus.
finally some item for like AD carry, I assume, or
Ooh,
AD.
wait, I'm gonna read that. I play other carry. Shadow attack applies 30 magic damage on hit. Juxtaposition. Alternate between light and dark on hits each attack. Light attack grants 5 armor and magic resistance up to 25 for 5 seconds. Dark attack grants 6% armor penetration and magic penetration. Oh my god, this is like defense and damage at the same time. Penetration. But yeah, did I say pre? I meant penetration. What the fuck?
Is 40 AD, 30% attack speed. You apply 30 damage, magic damage on hit, and you alternate between light and dark on his each attack. So it's like kind of like set alternating. Light attacks grant you armor and magic resist, and then dark attacks grant you armor penetration and magic penetration. So this is, I assume, some champions that can attack a lot in fights are gonna be pretty happy about it. Maybe also on AD carries for extra survivability, and you have on hit, so that's really nice. But 3k for that, so that's not that cheap. Then we have experimental hexblade,
Oh, use it. Come on.
55 AD, 20% attack speed, and 300 health. You gain 30 haste for your ultimate, so this item is kind of similar to the AP haste item we had before, but for like AD champions, stuff that you play in the jungle, then maybe even Kane or something along those lines. But interesting items. And after you cast your ultimate, you gain attack speed and bonus movement speed. So actually, forget what I said. It's gonna be not gonna be good on Kane when you cast your ultimate, but some other AD champions for sure. Then we continue there down the road. There's Sundered Sky. I really like this icon. 55 AD, 300 health, 15 ability haste, and the first attack against the champion crits. So it's kind of like sort of divine, but for one attack, I assume. So
It
let's test it here.
that looks like a Jarvan weapon.
You see crit, and the next side attack is gonna be normal. But when we go few different targets, crit, crit, crit. So this is pretty interesting. You can attack
Yeah,
multiple champions with it. I wonder what the cooldown is on this. It's only 6-second cooldown per target, so this can be pretty nice. Since this is a pretty big change, I can mention it right now. Magic damage and true damage critically strikes enemies below 35% health, dealing 20% increased damage. So if you are low on HP, yeah, this can be pretty big. Pretty big for assassin, for AP assassin. Maybe if you're Syndra, I think Syndra is gonna love this item. Let me try to crit with Lux with the ability. Let her get her below 35. Crit.
wow.
So yeah, you don't want to be low when someone has this item. I think Syndra extremely happy with this one. Stuff like Vigar probably too. Champion that likes to one-shot LeBlanc. LeBlanc is gonna be really happy about this item as well. Okay,
Oh
moving
boy.
on. Zonia's Hourglass that has AP and armor. If you look at Zonia's, you can see it doesn't go from stopwatch anymore. If you try to find stopwatch, stopwatch is gone. Stopwatch has
Thank
been
you.
removed from the game. So I think
Nice. That is
this is actually good news.
huge.
What do we have from the new items? And I think the last new item would be Profane Hydra. So 60 AD, 18 lethality, and 20 ability haste. You have a third Hydra, which is pretty interesting. So what does it do? It does just like the others. It has the cleave, which is, as I can see, pretty much the same as Ravenous Hydra, but it's just worded differently. So I'm not sure if there's any difference, but we're gonna find out. Oh, it works like this, so it's different than Hydra. Okay, that's kind of cool. So I guess if the other target is not very close, you can still proc it. That's very interesting for a Hydra.
Yeah,
Really cool
it is
concept.
weird.
And on active, you deal a damage like this. So it's like Stride Breaker type of thing, or Guard Drinker. The increase is also versus champions on low health. So this time you're gonna be able to hit champions that have low health extra hard. Okay, so let's have a look at support items. When you get that chest, here you have, like in Ornn's case, you have the choice of your support item. So this is becoming blessed to reduce incoming champion damage for 2 seconds after taking damage from a champion. When the shield breaks, you unleash a shockwave around you that slows nearby enemies. So you take damage, you're gonna slow them AoE. Then we have the Dream Maker. You're gonna gain a blue Dream Bubble and purple Dream Bubble every 8 seconds, healing and shielding. Another ally blows both bubbles to them and empowers them for 3 seconds. So they
Nice.
reduce incoming damage on the next hit and also grant bonus magic damage on the next hit. So definitely for enchanters. Here we're dealing ability damage to a champion causes an explosion at their current location, also dealing base damage and max health magic damage. So this is definitely for mages. Then we have this item. Slowing or immobilizing an enemy champion restores health and grants you movement speed. So on tanky type of champions, this is what you want to have. Maybe something like Nautilus. This is gonna be nice. You go in, you get extra movement speed to get out or further go in. And then we have Bloodsong. After using an ability, your next attack is enhanced with additional physical damage on
I
hit.
feel like this is gonna be good
If the
for
target is a
Pike.
champion, you also apply exposed weakness, increasing the damage that they take for the next second. So this is for AD champions like Senna, like Seth.
Okay.
And as you can see, I didn't even need to go to base to get that item. What's also really important is the full list of removed items for 2024 because it's pretty long. So you can see it on screen right now. Crown is removed, Everfrost, Leeching Leer, Demonic Embrace, Night Harvester, Luden's Tempest, Stopwatch. Stopwatch is big for the game. It's absolutely massive. For Assassins, you lost Duskblade and Prowler's Claw. Tanks lost Turbo Chem Tank, Radiant Virtue, Even Shroud, Gargoyle Soulplate, Ages of the Legion, and Lifewell Pendant. And Enchanters lost Chemtech Putrefier and Chalice of Harmony. Bruisers lost God Drinker, Divine Thunderer, Silvermere, Dawn and Iron Spike Whip, and AD carries lost Rage Knife and Gale Force. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I think I've showed you all the major changes to the items. Be sure to let me know in the comments what do you think about them. They look really promising, but we have to see how they look in game. So if you want to try it yourself, be sure to go to PBE. It's already here and you can try it out. Different items,
Wait,
they look really
it already
promising.
came out? This on the PV? I might try this one of these days.
I like the icons. Let's see how it goes. This is my favorite icon by mine. King Rukern. Best icons
Yeah,
in the game so far.
for
Thank you guys
sure.
for watching and see you in the next video that's gonna come soon, probably. See you guys. Bye bye.
Holy fuck, season 24. 2024 looks amazing. Full of content, new items, a lot of stuff, a lot of shit they're releasing. Wow. Jesus Christ. Okay, can't wait to try it.